One of the things that I've seen this film twice already, and I plan to see it again. And one of the things that always strikes me, because it's so unusual for a film, and you guys have referenced it already, but I wanted to ask you specifically. This is a film that doesn't tip its hand in terms of who Eilish is going to end up with. Most films, even if there's a rivalry, the film tells you who she's going to go with. And this film does not tell you that. And I just wondered how much that was on your mind and how you managed to do it that way.
It was very, very much on my mind, right, all the way through. Firstly, in casting, for a start, that we had to cast two sort of opposite guys who believably would represent different versions of life. And Donal was the first piece of casting, and we were lucky to get Donal because he's very busy, and it's in a way it's almost a thankless role, but not in his hands. He's given Jim such a seriousness and a dignity and an emotional depth with such little material that, because the film does a very odd thing, of course. We spend the first half an hour working on her loneliness. Then she gets happy for a while and meets the charming Italian-American plumber. And then we park it and then bring in an Irish guy. And you can feel audiences occasionally going, you have got to be kidding me, And within about 3 scenes where it's sort of game on, So balancing that was very, very tough because you don't really have a film if you don't have that. And the nature of the material is such that always wants to gently subvert where you think it could go if it's tipping towards melodrama.
Saoirse, you had to play this delicate role. How did you do it?
I could completely empathise with and justify her being on the fence, or not even being on the fence, but feeling that pull towards home when it came to him, you know. And it was him, and it was his sincerity, and the fact that he wasn't just like one of the other rugby boys, do you know what I mean, that she gave out about. He wanted more, and he has dreams, and he's a smart guy, and he knows what his situation is, and he's humble, and that was attractive to her, and I could completely understand that. So I think, it really is as simple as, when you've got a great piece of writing where it's all kind of written out in front of you, all you have to do is feel it, and so we've all had that feeling of being pushed and pulled in one direction or another. And as you said, so often in films we see someone in the situation where it's like, do I end up with the good guy or the bad guy? You're going to end up with the good guy. You're going to be with the bad guy for a while, and then you're going to end up with the good guy. Whereas with this, they're both terrific people, and they both offer her these kind of wonderful lives.